In this lecture, we are going to learn how to use array as a state variable. So, right within the components directory, quickly create a new file called useState. Right-click, new file, useState.js, RFC to generate the functional component. Close down the Explorer. Let's quickly declare the state variables to be used. But before we proceed, first, we have to import the useState hook at the top level. Place a comma right here, open and close curly braces, useState. And now let's declare the state variable. Items, we have to set items. And the initial state is going to be an empty array. Okay, so the intention of this lecture is to add items into this array. Okay, so the items we are going to add into this array is going to come from the input field. So therefore, we have to declare the state variables for the input field. So let's imagine we want to add the names of employees into this array. And I'm going to do here, employee, comma, set employee equal useState. And the initial state is going to be an empty string. So whatever we have here will be added into this array. And the question is, how can we do that? Don't worry, I'm going to show you in a jiffy. Let's quickly move on to the UI. Highlight this, wipe it off. Now let's have a h2 tag, and I'm going to do add employee. Right below, we're going to have an input tag. Close it up with the self-closing tag, and then the type is going to be test. Value, we are going to take in this guy right here, which is this variable that is going to hold the initial state. Just quickly copy and paste it here. So when the user begins to type into the input field, we have to grab those values that they are typing in. So for that, we have to specify the onChange. Right here, we are going to take in the arrow function. So right within the arrow function, we have to invoke the setEmployees setter function. So having done this, the arrow function over here is going to give us access to the event. And with the help of this event, we will be able to target and grab the value that the user is typing in. Event.target.value. It's as simple as that. So the intention is to add items into this array on button click. So let's quickly specify the button. And right within this button, I'm going to do add items. Within the button, we have to specify the on click. So on click of this button, we are going to invoke the add items function. Let's quickly define this function. Come to the top. So we are going to have const add items, set it to arrow function. So right within this function, we are going to invoke this setter function over here. Set items. So let's quickly pass in the value set for the item array. And in the previous lecture, we learned that the setter function do not have the capacity to merge and update. Or in the case of array, we can say that the setter function cannot append item to the end of the list. Therefore, we need to handle it manually with the help of spread operator. Let me show you quickly. Alright, so to set the item, we are going to have an array and then spread the item array. So lastly, we are going to push a new object. It's as simple as that. And right within this new object, we have to specify the ID, items.length, because we want an ID that will be used to uniquely identify the items that will be added into the array. Name, employee. So over here, right within this object, you can add as much as data as you want. So for example, if I want to add employee's address, you just have to duplicate the state variable and specify the variables and the setter function. Then come here, comma, you can add it below. It's as simple as that. Having done this, let's quickly map through these items. Let's do it right below the button. I want to use the UL tag, and right within the UL tag, we are going to have the curly braces and then items.map. Within the map method, we are going to take in an R function and then open and close parentheses. Right within the R function, we are going to pass in a parameter item, and this parameter represents each item in the list. Okay, and then here we have to display it on the screen, and I'm going to do li. I want to use the li tag. Let's specify the key to be item.id, and right within the inner HTML we are going to have item.name, which is this name over here, the ID and the name. Let's render this component right within the app.js. We have to import hookStateArray from component/hookStateArray. Place a comment on this. Come here, render hookStateArray. Save on the browser, and boom. Beautiful. Let's check it out. So here I'm going to key in Edubaba as the first employee. And I hit on the button, it gets added. We're going to have Daisy, boom, Mike. Okay, so we're going to have Amaka. Friends, this name over here is dear to my heart. Alright, everything is working perfectly fine as expected. Teaching good? Beautiful. Go back to VS Code and let me explain what happens under the hood. Okay, so something is going on here and I have to explain it simply so that everyone understands it well enough. Let's move on to the function. Before we proceed, let's quickly format the code. Perfect. It looks clean and I love it. Okay, so when the add item function is called, this setter function would get fire up. So we make a copy of all the items in the array using the spread operator. To the list of copied items, we then append a new object. And by so doing, we are not overwriting the original array. This will actually append it to the end of the list. So in summary, when working with array as a state variable, first, you have to make a copy of the items using the spread operator. And having done that, you have to append a new item and pass it as an argument to the setter function. This is all for now, and see you in the next lecture. Stay focused and always take care.